What about backstroke? One of the things in backstroke that's always challenging for me to teach and to figure out is the catch itself. What do we need to be doing in the backstroke catch to be holding water?
Yeah, I think you need to make sure that your hands are never pushing water downward towards the bottom. I
Uh,
think it's interesting because like when you enter in backstroke, you're basically throwing your arm over your head
mhm.
and be in that direction behind you. But as soon as you enter, you want your arm to come out to the side, and your hands come out to the side. So you basically want to think about entering and then changing the direction of your hands. And you look at, I mean, there's great video from the 2012 Olympics from above water of Missy Franklin and Emily Seabaum swimming right next to each other above water. The camera's panning along with them, and you see how they enter, and then their hand comes immediately out to the side. And that is the direction that you need to take. Most people will try to enter and just follow that through and push it downward, similar to freestyle. Like people will enter and just like follow through with that. And it's different in backstroke. You want to enter and then change directions immediately.
Yeah, no, I like that. And one of the things in freestyle that we'll talk about too is the flatness as well. I mean, most strokes these days are going to a flatter stroke. There's not a lot of rotation in speed. Obviously, you don't have time to get from there to back to there. So there's very little rotation in the hips. Are you finding the same thing in backstroke, that the hips aren't going from side to side much? It's just very small, sharp movements.
Absolutely. And, I would kind of tend to describe it more as you're pivoting from side to side as opposed to like when I think of rotation, you are going like
Mm,
big one side to the other. And I do think that you are staying more on your back than you are getting onto your side through the stroke. So you're only it's a slight hip rotation from side to side, and especially with tempos getting a little bit faster as athletes get stronger, as times are getting faster, I think your rotation needs to be able to keep up with your arm tempo. And if you're trying to move your hips all the way from one side to the other, you're not staying connected from your core through your arms.
yeah, I love it. Okay, great.